Part 2, my neighbor is on video ripping my eastern redbud sapling out of the ground. I went back to check to see if I have her on video doing the same thing to the first tree, but the video doesn't go back that far unless you specifically save the video, which I didn't think to do. If I were a gambler, I'd put money on the fact that she did the same thing to the first tree. I know tree law in VA states that if the trees are on your side you can trim them as long as you don't do it to a point where you kill them, but these trees were very much on my property. The one that she killed recently, it was literally the tree, my driveway, a small stretch of yard, where the first tree was that went missing, my mailbox, and then the neighbor's yard. What is standard procedure here on addressing this with a neighbor? I don't want to get police involved for destruction of property, but at the same time, who comes onto someone's property and rips their trees out of the ground? Unrelated, my relationship with this neighbor has always been wonderful. Like I bake them pies and they give me things from their garden. We bring in packages for each other when FedEx inevitably delivers them to the wrong house. There was a windstorm in March that blew a tree from their neighbor's yard, 2 houses down from me, into their yard, and I went out with my chainsaw to help cut it up so it didn't just sit. Quick update. So this has gathered far more comments than I expected, but I figured there were a couple of things that needed to be addressed. First, the video. The video is safe. I have a copy on my phone, personal laptop, work laptop, and have sent it to many friends because it's such a batshit situation. We have copies should I need to use it. Second, tree proximity to property line. Because I was curious, I went out with my handy-dandy tape measure to check to see how far the trees were planted from the line. The first tree that was yoinked 3 weeks ago was 6 feet from the property line. The second tree that was pulled a few days ago was 22 feet 3 inches from the property line. The only one arguably close to the property line was the first one, 6 feet from the line, and honestly, if she had come to me with a concern about it, I probably would have agreed to move it in the fall when it went dormant and it was safe to do so. Instead she chose tree violence. Check the comments for part 3.